Good morning. So, lovely morning in Berlin. I was very tired from a long drive, so I had a good lie-in. Just woke up at about midday. I woke up at 7 and then went back to sleep at about 9. Did some work and then decided it was time to sleep a bit more. I'm on holiday after all. I don't need to rush for things. So, as I woke up, I thought, last night it was really dark and I couldn't show you the beautiful flat. And so, now I can do a quick tour. So this is the living room. And as you can see, it's massive and very spacious. Really high ceilings with this industrial look. And then they have a kitchen that goes through here. All these glass windows are amazing because it's freezing cold outside, but it's really warm in here. It must be like triple glazed or something. So this nice big kitchen. Then they have a little storage room here, a little loo, and then there's a staircase. And then here we have 2 bathrooms, there and there. 2 bedrooms on that side, another storage space, and then you have another bedroom here, and this is the bedroom where I'm staying. So, it's really lovely. It's massive. Look at the high ceilings. I wish we had something like this in England. It would be so nice. Right, so just thought I'd show you something that might be of interest to some of you. You must wonder why all the English wear Barbour jackets in all kinds of weather. Well, it's waxed, so it's rain protection there. It's sort of not completely waterproof, but it repels the water and it doesn't get wet. And then there is this magical lamb on the inside. So in spring and summer, well, summer is fairly chilly in England from time to time, so you can wear that. But this is a detachable thing that you can attach. It's like a lining. It looks like a little sheep that you put on the inside, and it makes it really warm. So on the outside it looks like the same Barbour jacket that I was wearing yesterday and in England in all kinds of weather, and then now it's amazingly warm. Plus I've got my protection gear, gloves and scarf, very important. Right, so I'm going to head out into Berlin and explore the town and see what else I can record for you. By the way, this isn't promoted by Barbour or anything. I pay for these things, they're mine. I just wanted to share with you a little thing that some of you may not know who own Barbours, that you can buy this thing on the inside that is really warm. So I thought I'd tell you. I'm in Berlin, it's freezing cold outside. I'll show you out of the window. I don't think it snowed last night, but something happened. And there was a lot more of this in the morning, and now it's kind of disappearing. But I bet if I go out, it must be at least 0 degrees or lower. Hey guys, okay, so some progress or lack of progress. As I was saying before, I was doing a house tour or a flat tour, and then I was getting ready to leave. As soon as I was about to put my shoes on, the doorbell rang, and so I went to have a look, and there was a strange guy who looked like Arnie from Terminator. That height, that built, wearing a big leather jacket, very dark sunglasses and a beanie cap. So I opened the door, he spoke to me in German, I said I'm sorry I don't speak German, and then he spoke in broken English to say if the landlord was here, and I said no, he's not, and then he said when will he be back, and I said later this evening, or he said I'll come back tomorrow, and I said okay, and then I came back upstairs, and then he 5 minutes later he rang the doorbell again. So I went downstairs and he said, I wanted to apologize for my behavior and I was on very serious medication and it put me in a bad mood. So I just wanted to apologize, and I said, no, you were fine, you didn't say anything. And he said, okay. And he looked like he was on drugs, his teeth and especially that he was wearing glasses at this time when it's really no sun anywhere. And anyhow, so that was it. I closed the door again, and then 10 minutes later he rang the doorbell again. So this time I went down and he was like, give me a second chance. And I said, I don't know you, so when the landlord's here you can have a word with him. And he said, okay. And then I got a bit worried, thinking, is he trying to break in? Is he a druggie? What's he trying to do? So I called my friend whose flat this is, and I told him, and he had no idea who this person is. And he asked me if I should call the police, and I said, I don't think so, it should be fine. But then he came back again and just kept knocking on the door and kept saying, please open the door, please open the door. And it was scary, so I rang my friend and I said, can you please call the police, because I don't have the address at hand and I don't want to make noises in the house because I don't want him to think that I'm here now. Anyway, it's like from a movie. It was bizarre. And then guess what? It took the police an hour and 10 minutes to turn up. And in the meantime I was sitting in the front room and trying to hide from the main view so he couldn't see that I was here because he kept knocking at the door. And I recorded it on my iPhone, which I will put on the clip here to show you what he looked like. It was really scary. And then he had keys to the front gate, so he kept going out and kept coming back in. That was even more scary because that means he's not just some random person, he is someone who has access to the building. Anyway, the police turned up and then there were 3 of them. They spoke to him and then came to me and he said, and the woman said, well, we've spoken to him and he's not going to bother you anymore. And I said, well, he has a key to the front gate, he keeps coming back in every 5 minutes. And she said, oh yeah, he has a flat in the building. Whoa, scary. Anyway, I'm now thinking maybe he's pissed off that I've called the police on him, and gosh, I don't know what's going on. It's a foreign country, don't speak the language. In England, we moan about the police and the quality. Our police response time is 3 to 5 minutes. Every time I've ever had an issue and I had to call the police, and first of all, never had any kind of issues. It was other things that are not dangerous, and they turn up instantly. Like even if your house alarm goes off, the police are there in 3 minutes. Over here, oh my god, an hour and 10, an hour and 15 minutes. They were so blasé about it as well. So if this was some crazy dude, an axe murderer, he could have killed everyone in this building and the police wouldn't have turned up. So yeah, now I'm thinking whether it was such a good idea to come to Berlin, especially East Berlin, where I'm staying. The place is beautiful, but the fact is, it's my first day here and I haven't left the flat. And I'm not sure if I want to leave the flat just now because he's might be sitting outside on the main road. And God knows if the police don't turn up when they're called, if someone attacks you, what do you do? Makes you miss home. And I'm not the kind of person who gets scared easily, but I've travelled extensively around the world, been to about 80, 90 different cities. This is the first time it's happened, and the fact that it was some person who was so persistent and has access to the building and keeps coming back is just, it's like from a movie. I think the movies psychologically make you worry about these things more. Anyhow, so my day hasn't gone very well. I thought I should give you an update. I'll post this, and then if I do anything this evening, I was supposed to meet some friends for drinks that I haven't seen for about 5 years. So I was planning to head into town, but I don't know if that's going to happen now, or if it does, it might be too dark and too late for me to film anything. So that was it for today. Hopefully it will get better. If not, if it doesn't get better, or if I feel uncomfortable, I'll go to a different city or just head somewhere else. There's plenty of other cities and countries in Europe. So anyway, ciao for now. Okay, so the next footage is shot from my phone as I was running around the house and trying to text my friend, trying to be quiet, trying to lay low so I couldn't be seen from the outside, and trying to film stuff on my phone. The phone was really good because it allowed me to put it into windows and angles where I could see the outside without being seen, so it was quite handy. But yeah, I'll post the footage now. So I decided to sit in the front room, laid low, so I could see him because he kept coming back and then knocking on the door and then kept going out again, and sometimes he'd leave the building and then come back again. And then he kept pacing back and forth so many times it was hard to tell whether he was confused, whether he wanted something, or so as you can see he's going back and forth. And I didn't put all the clips here, but he was doing this for a while. He would go to the front door and then he would come back again and then kept pacing in the front yard. There were other women from the building looking down from their windows, wondering who he was. It was kind of scary, but there was nothing I could do because I didn't want to leave the building and confront him on the street, or him to confront me on the street. So I just thought I can stay here and film, and if he tries to break through the glass windows that I was admiring this morning, felt a bit scary when there was this crazy person outside the door trying to get in. So yeah, he went to the door and to this main gate and then keeps coming back. And as you can see now, he's coming back again. I was thinking, what if he has a gun or a knife or something? It's just... Here is the police talking to him outside, and I was standing looking through the glass window, waiting for them to come and talk to me. And he gave me that evil look, so like, why did you call the police? But I didn't get to because at the time. And yeah, so the police came and spoke to me, explained that he lives in the building, blah blah blah, and that he's not going to bother me again. And so he kind of left at this stage, but then I wasn't filming later on, but he kept coming in and out several times after I stopped filming. So now I put a GoPro in the front window with a time lapse to film every 5 seconds, or take a picture every 5 seconds, to see if he keeps coming in and out, and I'll keep an eye on it. But it's bizarre, I feel trapped in the flat when I should be out in the city having fun, but instead I'm sitting here looking at my computer screen and a crazy person.